Welcome once again to Travels in Style. I'm Dorothy Dunne, and we're going to take you to Morocco, to Casablanca, to Rabat, Meknes, Fez, and Marrakesh. We're in Marrakesh now at the Sheraton Hotel, and it's been a fascinating trip, and I'm sure you'll agree with me. So do stay with me and join me on our trip to Morocco. Traveling through Morocco is like stepping back in time. You'll see this as we visit the imperial cities, graciously escorted by the only deluxe tour operator in Morocco, Morocco International Travel. We were awed by the magnificent number of mosques throughout the land. Casablanca, our first stop, is their port city and most modern and industrious. It is the economical capital of Morocco and the most Western, where the veil is less evident and Western dress is presently taking hold. We were greeted by our guide, Lotfi, at the door of our host hotel, the Casablanca Crown Plaza. It has an intimate lobby, bar, and spacious rooms. The Director of Marketing and Sales and Catering Manager welcomed me at the rooftop pool. We're on the rooftop of the Holiday Inn Crown Plaza in Casablanca, the wonderful city of Casablanca in Morocco. And don't you wish you were here? With me is the Director of Marketing and Sales, Dominique Fish. And Dominique Fish is going to tell me something about this beautiful hotel here. We're right on the rooftop, right by the pool, where you get a beautiful, beautiful view of Casablanca from here. And also with me is...
My name is Shakrai Tahar.
All right, better we know. Shakrai Tahar and Dominique Fish. And they're going to inform you about their wonderful hotel here. Now, Shakrai, you handle the food and beverage, and you are Dominique, Director of Marketing and Sales. And how is the marketing here? You're doing very well with this hotel, aren't you?
We're doing very well, but we will always have a few rooms available for you coming from so far away from the United States, and we wish to have more and more coming, and we hope that you're going to say a lot of things, good things about the country. The country has a lot to offer, and you're going to see during your trip. Now you are here on the 16th floor. It's the highest building of town, and it's not high to American eyes, but it's high for Casablanca, and you have a beautiful view on all the city from all the sides. So, and it's a swimming pool terrace. The hotel is very well located, and not very far away from the Marif, which is a shopping area and marketplace, and we have 180 rooms. It's a small but very friendly, very personal hotel, and we do work quite a lot with Americans. Since we are almost an American company, we do work a lot with American groups and American businessmen coming to Casablanca.
These businessman hotels. We have a lot of businessmen who is coming to our hotels from the beginning of the Monday till Friday.
We had dinner the other night at the Moroccan restaurant. Marvelous. It was just lovely. And we also saw a nice belly dancer that we got some footage on. And the food was excellent. It really was. You've got a nice little cafe there. I just had a little bite to eat down there, a little soup, and that was lovely. Very nice. Also, and that's where you do have a buffet breakfast.
85% of our people, our customers, are business people. We do provide extensive buffet breakfast, and it's served every day from 7 to 10, and from Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we extend it to 11 o'clock, since we know during this period people might sleep a little longer. Hotel is a Holiday Inn Crown Plaza, and I know in the States they have the chain, the company has already separated the Holiday Inn from the Holiday Inn Crown Plaza brand, and it's a repositioning. Actually, they're going to do all over the world, and we will very soon also be separated here and be called Crown Plaza only. Still be part of the company, the bus company, the Holiday Hospitality company, but be known as a Crown Plaza 5-star hotel.
And Morocco, of course, is a marvelous place to see. So do stay at the Crown Plaza.
Thank you.
And thank you both very, very much. This is the evening we dined at their authentic top-floor Moroccan restaurant and were pleasantly surprised by the wonderful food and entertainment.
It's marvelous. And you know, and I haven't even tried any of this food before, but it is delicious. Believe me, it is so good.
The Grand Mosque Hassan II is the newest and biggest attraction in Casablanca. In fact, it is the largest in the world with a capacity of over 80,000 worshippers. You can hear them in prayer. The chandelier is one of 50 in the Grand Mosque. The highly decorated minaret is 200 meters high with a laser beam visible over 35 kilometers away, indicating the direction of Mecca. It took 30,000 workers and craftsmen 5 years, starting in August of 1993, to complete it in 1998. The construction of this mosque was paid for by donations of the people. We stopped by an outside cafe and caught the lighthouse and another angle of the mosque. The grounds of the royal palace are spacious. We could only get an outside view because no invited guests are allowed inside unless reservations are made in advance. Flowers grow in abundance in Morocco and can be bought for very little money. I stopped to admire them and was given a rose.
Well, this is your big purchase?
In the Catholic Cathedral Notre Dame, we admired these beautiful stained glass windows. When we passed Our Lady's Grotto outside, I stopped to light a candle. Looking up from the street, you can't help but notice satellite dishes on the rooftops of the buildings throughout Morocco, giving evidence to the reality that the current issues and mores of the United States are being viewed by many of their citizens. This is slowly bringing change to the 60% population of young Moroccans. We passed the Casbah, the fortification, and the city wall surrounding Rabat, which was founded by the Berber tribe. Further down the road, near the city of Saleh, overlooking the Oued Regred River, is the Hassan Tower that dominates the skyline. Because it was not properly oriented toward Mecca, It was abandoned in 1199, leaving parts of columns and walls and most of the minaret that is decorated in geometric design resembling fleur-de-lis. Adjacent to the tower is the beautiful Muhammad V mausoleum dedicated to the first king of independent Morocco and father of the current king, dating back to 1971. It was built on this site in thanksgiving to God when Muhammad V returned from exile in 1955. The carved marble tomb and the carved and painted ceiling can be seen by non-Muslims, but no video cameras are allowed. It is guarded by these colorfully clothed guards who are known to grab a single woman for a kiss if she speaks to them. Because my cameraman was nearby, I took a chance. And we saw the tomb of the unknown soldier and the Internet Museum and said goodbye to the horses and guards guarding the rear exit. The horses in Morocco are well revered and very friendly. They have the most valuable horses in this stud farm.
They have about 170 mares. Just keep them separate. Yeah, you never know.
The other way around.
So you have the labels. The red label points to the Arabian horse. You have the number, you have the age, you have the cruise father and mother of percentage, and which stud farm it belongs to. You have the green one, like this one here. These are the Berber horses. And the red and green, like the ones you see over there, that's a mixed Arabo-Berber horse, same ones you've seen this morning.
We marveled at the horse barn of the old palace building, the massive size, the quarters on the upper level where those who tended to the horses slept, and the design on the door and the walls, built in the 3rd century and still standing.
Are stones prepared by the clay, and the same soil they mix with water and they make it kind of clay. They call it the pisé or the dobi. So if you touch a little bit, it falls down. So this has been holding for almost 3 centuries. Almost. And this is the genius of these dynasties and the people. They had the patience and the ideas to make this kind of building.
They don't make them like that anymore. Perched above this wall, storks sit on their nests. We walked through another gate outside across from the market. In the midst of the marketplace, I took a carriage ride to get closer to the action and got this shot of the women hiding their faces, which you see often in Morocco. As I left, I had a chat with the driver and found a surprising number of Moroccans speak English. The 5-star Sheraton opened its arms to us in Fez. In the lobby, under the tent, I was welcomed with tea. We feasted on a lavish buffet. The next night, we enjoyed dinner and evening's entertainment in their authentic Moroccan restaurant, where a live band plays every evening. You will find the old-time American numbers played and sung in their nightclub lounge. In Fez, we had our first look at a Medina. I would describe it as an ancient residential shopping mall still in a primitive state, with bustling, twisting, narrow alleys congested with people and live animals. Hidden behind the scene is this unbelievably beautiful restaurant with traditional architecture and courtyard fountain, a welcoming sofa and pillows, domed, decorated ceiling and walls, and elegantly dressed tables. Moroccan specialties such as the famous pungent pigeon pie, made with flaky pastry and almonds and other delicacies, are served to perfection here. We also came across the oldest university in the world, the Caroline Mosque, built over 1,000 years before Harvard with 14 doors. It is now a private mosque. You can see the prayers written on the walls. As we left Fez, we enjoyed the coolness traveling through the Atlas Mountains and found this refreshing, charming resort and university town with homes built by the French. Further along the road toward Marrakesh, we stopped at this restaurant hotel, the Al Bassatine, for lunch, that had a buffet and service menu of various assortments of fine food. It is also a hotel with a small pool surrounded by flowers. Traveling along the countryside as we were enjoying the landscape, the sheep and the goats, we stopped to get acquainted with the camels. This one was especially friendly and came over to kiss my hand and pose for the camera. A short time later, we arrived in the most elegant of all the cities and the fourth largest, Marrakesh. It has a memorable beauty with palm-lined streets and red earth walls surrounding the Medina of flat-roofed red houses. The focal point of the Medina is the Jama' el-Fana Square, filled with street entertainers, food sellers, snake charmers, monkeys, and all sorts of people from various backgrounds. Our home for our stay was the beautiful five-star Sheraton Marrakesh with this attractive Moroccan-style lobby and magnificent pool, where I interviewed the manager.
I've just been speaking with Willard Cannon, who is the assistant manager of the Sheraton Hotel here in Marrakesh, which is an absolutely beautiful place. And when you come to Marrakesh, by all means, you should come here. It's a resort business destination for you, and they have everything here in the Sheraton. But let's hear from Willard, and let's hear what he has to say about his beautiful, beautiful hotel here.
All right, as I told you, the hotel is, the building itself existed for quite some time. It started off as a Holiday Inn back in the '69, and then it was run by a government company before it closed again, renovated and taken over by Sheraton in 1994. So some renovations obviously took place, the pool, the interiors, the restaurants.
Yes, and I noticed the beautiful ceilings that you have and the partitions. Were they there?
No, these are new and they reflect typical Moroccan handicrafts and artwork. So all this is carved wood with typical colors, and we want to give a typical look to our hotel to reflect the type of the city.
Oh, yes, you do. You certainly know you're in Morocco, and Marrakesh is really one of the best places to be in Morocco, and I think your hotel is absolutely exquisite. Look at this gorgeous pool, and I think you were telling me that you enlarged the pool?
Yes, part of the renovation as well. The pool, I think, I wasn't here with the opening, but it was, from the pictures I saw, it doubled from the size. And it's one of the few temperature-controlled pools, so even in winter we can increase the temperature.
And your service, how many people do you have for a room?
Well, we do have 262 employees in the hotel for 288 rooms. So the average is quite good, and 99% of, I would say nearly 100% of the staff are Moroccan. They're all local.
What is the percentage of Americans who come to visit the Sheraton here in Marrakesh?
I would say the exact figure I'm not sure, but it's a large number of our clientele do come from Northern America. I would throw a figure, would say something like 55%.
Oh, that's very good. Well, let's bring it up to 80. What do you think?
Well, we count on you. They're all welcome. Let's leave some space for the Europeans as well.
All right, we'll try to do that. But as I say, it's just lovely, Walid, and we've had a wonderful stay here. You've been so gracious to us, and thank you for the beautiful basket of fruit that we received in our rooms. And by all means, do come to the Sheraton. I'm sure you'll love it.
There are fine shops in the hotel, but for more elaborate upscale works of art, you will find them at this exquisite gallery of decoration. At the Royal Palace, the morning sun beams through the windows of the bedroom. In front of the courtyard, Lotfi tells us about the king and his many wives. It was here in Marrakesh we attended Fantasia, the most spectacular dinner show I have ever attended. One thing about the Moroccans, they sure know how to throw a party. In front of the Chez Allée, the horses line up. We were greeted by music and singing and party people. Under huge tents encircling the arena, we were entertained by musicians, singers, dancers, and acrobats. The food, a sumptuous repast, was fabulous and non-stop. Course after course of mouth-watering Moroccan delicacies prepared by genuine Marrakeshi chefs. And if that was not enough, our dinner treat was an extravaganza of a show. We overnighted at the 5-star Crown Plaza in Casablanca for our flight home on Air Morocco. I said goodbye to Lotfi by their rooftop pool.
This is our last evening in Morocco, and we've had such a wonderful time. It was so interesting visiting all the imperial cities. But the reason we had such an interesting and educational time was because of Lotfi, our wonderful, wonderful guide who took us all over and made everything so so intriguing and fascinating. Lotfi, I think the American people would be interested in the women. Really, as I have learned here in the past few days, that the men really want to protect the woman more than anything else. Is that correct?
Yes. First of all, this is I have to thank you for the nice and gentle introduction about me. And meantime, it's a big salutation for the North American population. Regarding your question, in Morocco, which is actually considered, and it is in fact, one of the Muslim countries, the situation, social situation between women and men was already set by the Muslim religion as one of the most important things to be defended, which is the unification of the family. In our country, and nowadays at the end of the 20th century, there is not only an appearance, is fact that the woman is very well protected, but in the meantime, she began a long time ago, and we're talking here about the time that Morocco was trying or fighting for its independence against the French and Spanish colonization, that women get the big and largest participation together with the men. So nowadays we come to the modernization of our society, and this is due also on our situation, geographical one, very much close to Europe than Middle East. So the woman is showing all what she's capable to do into a modern society, which means besides the housework and beside the basic education of her kids, now the woman, you find the woman in all the fields that we have, professional ones, of course, hotels, army, administration, government, Congress, universities, doctors, I mean, woman is not anymore like most of the country think behind the man. She's side by side to the man into the preparation of the evolution of this country and preparing the 21st century.
Now, do you believe in monogamy?
Well, actually, I do believe in monogamy and in polygamy. But personally, I'm a monogamy. I'm only one wife. And this is, like we've been explaining, probably some of our friends in the United States might know already. The polygamy was one of the laws set by the Muslim religion. It's not a social affair, it's a law in the Muslim religion. But also, it's backed or go together with the financial situation of the men.
So in other words, it's all economics. Another thing that I noticed about Morocco, which I do most certainly have to admire, there are so many different ethnics, different colors that all mingle in with one, and they all live in harmony and in peace, and certainly we have to learn how to do that. Now maybe you can tell me why.
There is nothing that we call discrimination as far as we consider ourselves and the people around us, Muslim, believing in one religion, pointing of praying to the same orientation, reading the same book, and living the same rhythm of life.
And thank you.
Thank you to you too.
I hope you enjoyed visiting Morocco with us. It was brought to you by Morocco International Travel, and they do deluxe travel to Morocco, the only way to go, with Royal Air Morocco, a very fine airline that took us here and will take us home. Don't forget to stay tuned to Travels in Style, where we'll take you to another destination. Thank you for watching. I'm Dorothy Dunne.
Thank you.